'cause we don't want your broken parts.
I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Right away, they say no one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And now I'm around the bullets, it's my skin. We're far away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. And I know that when the sharpest words wanna cut me down,
I'm gonna send the flood, I'm gonna drown them out.
this is brave, this is close,
This is who I'm meant to be.
this is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. The words that cut me down, when the sharpest words wanna cut me down. Gonna send the flood, gonna drown. This is me.
Good morning, everybody. I am Sarah Nichols, and I am a minister here at the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living, and thrilled to see you this morning and to welcome you to our service. Merry Christmas that we just had, and Happy New Year to come. And let me just acquaint you with what's going on here. If you're lucky enough to be in this Zoom room with us, then you are going to be recorded. And it's being recorded right now, and we use it on social media. So you're welcome to turn off your video and change your username if you would rather be more anonymous. And yeah, you can private chat with me if you need help with that. But other than that, let's have the best service ever today. And let me introduce to you Reverend Sharon Dunn, who is a beloved colleague of mine and friend who went to ministerial school with me and was the most inspiring and organized and delicious colleague we could all possibly have. And so you are very lucky to have the most inspiring, organized, and delicious minister you possibly could have today. I give to you the very right Reverend Sharon Dunn.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Did you have your gingerbread this morning with whipped cream like I did? Heated. Yes. And there's probably just a few more hours of that behavior that I will allow myself before I dive into the new intention for my life. We'll talk about that a little bit later, won't we? So, did y'all have a good holiday? Different holiday, right? Very different. Yes. Good. Um, it's good to see you. It's good to see Reverend Karina from Puerto Vallarta and Diane from Kansas. It's good to see everyone here today. And I'm going to start with our sacred sound, remembering how we used to start in our sanctuary, knowing that we are almost in 2021, and in 2021 we will be back in our sanctuary. Who knows what that's going to look like, but we are definitely going to be back, and I can see that coming. I can see that coming with pure joy, that we will all be together again. And yet we'll be bringing Reverend Karina and Diane with us, because we're not going to go back into our new sanctuary the same, are we? We're going to be continuing to have our friends from far away be with us on Sunday morning. And so that we have raised the funds to make that purchase of that kind of equipment and that kind of technology, and we've done the training, and we're ready to continue to grow our community of love. So, good morning to all, and let's get started. I would like to introduce our practitioner of the day, Margie Lukefeld, who is absolutely a delight. She and I have been on a very similar trajectory, haven't we, Margie? We became widows at the same time. We're about the same age, and falling in love with Margie has been a surprise. I knew when she came to us from Reverend Rafe that she was coming with such a beautiful recommendation, but it took me a while to get to know this beautiful soul, and we are going to get to know her even better as we go along in 2021. Margie, take us to it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and taking a deep breath and letting the morning go and all the rush of the holidays. I know that there's a presence right here, that divine Christ consciousness that we are so aware of at this time. And I know that for that I am one of this beautiful presence, and so is everyone here on Zoom, and our members, and just everybody in our community. And I just know that everyone has that consciousness within them in that divine sacred place. And I bless the service today, and I know that we're going to hear the perfect message on divine truth, because we are the truth, and we are here to express it and release it with love. And so it is.
So it is. Beautiful. Thank you. out for our readings for today. By Ernest Holmes.
In our youth.
Go ahead, Debbie. Thank you. I was going to introduce our founder.
I'm going to listen while you introduce our founder.
Ernest Holmes is our founder, and sometimes when we have people here, we assume they know. It's almost like using jargon, science of mind jargon. You know, we assume people know. And what we'd like to do every once in a while is let people know that Ernest Holmes wrote the textbook, The Science of Mind. He is our founder and teacher. And his teachers were teachers like Emerson and Emma Curtis Hopkins and Thomas Troward. And he was a seeker of knowledge, a brilliant mind who studied all the great scriptures and put them all together in our teaching. So you don't have to leave your religion to come here. We honor all faiths and all paths to God and to spirit. So he used the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, all the Bible, all of the great works. So we are very diverse. And thank you for doing our readings today, Debbie.
And I'm also realizing, because we're having such a fun morning, that Linda is doing our readings today. Linda, beloved, your turn.
And I believe that she is not able to do them this morning, which is why I kind of jumped in. And I'll go ahead and do them. So Ernest Holmes says, in our use of the law of mind, we do not have to force it, cause it to work, beg or cajole it. It exists and acts upon every thought we think. We can never avoid using it. And this is from Patrick Harbula, who wrote The Magic of the Soul. It must be emphasized that the goal is not to escape the pain or any emotion, even though our experience of pain may be diminished significantly. We can go into the pain and experience the magic there, giving up our resistance, looking for the growth, and appreciating the wonder in every experience in life. And our last reading, again by Patrick Harbula, is recognizing that spiritual force, the magic of each individual soul, is present and active in every experience. Through daily practice, people can dramatically change how they respond to life's challenges and infuse the direction of their lives with greater peace, fulfillment, and meaning.
Tonight and every night for the rest of your life, I want you to take the last 5 minutes before you go off to sleep and realize that you are about to program your subconscious mind. All right? Your subconscious mind is most at home when you are unconscious, when you are asleep. If you spend the last 5 minutes of your day, which so many people do, reviewing all of the things that you don't like and all the things that didn't work out and how terrible you feel and who abused you and who was mean to you and who said this and they did this, and you're constantly doing this kind of thing with your mind, then you are programming your subconscious mind that when you awaken, because you're now about to marinate for the next 8 hours in your subconscious mind. And then when you awaken, you will rejoin the universal subconscious mind, the mind of God, from which we all originate. We're all just individualized personal expressions of that one thing that we call the Tao, or God, or divine mind, or soul, or spirit. But the Tao that can be named is not the Tao. So you want to be real careful about how you program your subconscious mind. This is from the book of Job. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men while slumbering on their beds, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. Job 33, 15 and 16. When you are slumbering on your bed, he opens your ears and seals your instruction. What you place into your subconscious mind as you are about to go into this deep slumber is all dependent upon what you do the last 3 or 4 or 5 minutes before you go off to sleep. You want to place into your imagination whatever you have placed into the I am that I spoke about earlier. I am well, I am content, I am peaceful, I am happy, I am prosperous, I am abundant, I am God, I am God, I am God. Because at the basic core, each and every one of us are just that. It's like if you just close your eyes and just listen to this meditation. It's from the book 3 Magic Words. Here's what I'd like you to say to yourself at night. I know that I am pure spirit, that I always have been, and that I always will be. There is inside me a place of confidence and quietness and security where all things are known and understood. This is the universal mind, God, of which I am a part, and which responds to me as I ask of it. This universal mind knows the answer to all of my problems, and even now, the answers are speeding their way to me. I needn't struggle for them. I needn't worry or strive for them. When the time comes, the answers will be there. I give my problems to the great mind of God. I let go of them, confident that the correct answers will return to me when they are needed. Through the great law of attraction, everything in life that I need for my work and fulfillment will come to me. It is not necessary that I strain about this, only believe. For in the strength of my belief, my faith will make it so. I see the hand of divine intelligence all about me, in the flower, the tree, the brook, the meadow. I know that the intelligence that created all these things is in me and around me, and that I can call upon it for my slightest need. I know that my body is a manifestation of pure spirit, and that spirit is perfect. Therefore, my body is perfect also. I enjoy life, for each day brings a constant demonstration of the power and wonder of the universe and myself. I am confident, I am serene, I am sure. No matter what obstacle or undesirable circumstance crosses my path, I refuse to accept it, for it is nothing but illusion. There can be no obstacle or undesirable circumstance to the mind of God, which is in me, around me, and serves me now. This is the great lesson. Know this within you. When Herman Melville was writing Moby Dick, he wasn't writing about a man looking for a whale. He was writing about a man trying to find his higher self. He said these words, "For as this appalling ocean surrounds the verdant land, so in the soul of man lies one insular Tahiti, full of peace and joy, but encompassed by all of the horrors of the half-lived life." In every moment of your life as you leave here today, you have this choice. You can either be a host to God or a hostage to your ego. It's your call. Thank you. God bless you. Namaste. Thank you.
When it's late December, dark and cold, where is the light? When old man here is bending low, where is the light? When the sun runs off to bed too soon, where is the light? And there's nothing but a skinny moon, where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. When it's dark each morning when I rise, where is the light? And it's dark out when my eggs are fried. Where is the light? When it's dark when off to work I go, where is the light? And it's dark again when I get home. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Yes, it's in my skin, it's in my bones, in my heart, in my soul. The light of life is bright and golden like a summer's day. When the sun goes missing in the sky, it's still rising in my eyes, chasing all that winter gloom away. So I'm burning bright like kerosene. Where is the light? And I'm twinkling like the Pleiades. Where is the light? And I'm dancing like a candle flame. Where is the light? I'm flaming like a fruit flambe. Where is the light? I gotta know now. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. I say that. Where is the light? Where is the light, child? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. That's why I say this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Wow, that's awesome. I was dancing there. So, do you feel like maybe you're done with 2020? Raise your hand if you might be done with 2020. And do you understand that the next time we meet on Sunday, we're going to be done with 2020? Woo! Okay, well, that wasn't in my talk, but all of a sudden I just thought, this little light of mine, I want to get into 2021. However, we're not there yet. This is our last week in December, and today's topic is making magic. And we've talked a lot about magic and the difference between magic and manifestation. That there is actually no magic in manifestation. However, the magic in manifestation is in the awe of the demonstration. Now that's deep, right? There is no manic. There is no manic in magic. There is no magic in manifestation. However, the magic in the manifestation is in the awe of the demonstration. So let's talk about that. Let's say goodbye to our spiritual vision for 2020, because that was a pretty awesome one, really. 2020 spiritual vision was our annual theme, and that was a pretty brilliant and wonderful theme. And in December, we are looking at celebrating divine truth. And we have had, a good month of looking at divine truth. So today's topic of making magic is a joyful topic for our intention for the new year, isn't it? It's a perfect topic facing the new year. And I want to do a little plug on something we're doing Wednesday, which is why I said the next time we meet, I said on Sunday, because the next time we meet could very well be this coming Wednesday, where we are offering an opportunity for us to get together to ignite our intention for 2021. We're going to spend time uh, setting our intention. You'll see at the end of today's service the little slide on what to bring, but it's Wednesday at 6:30, and bring a candle. And I thought about this, and I'm actually going to bring. I have a candle going to sort of get myself in the energetic of what we're doing. But I'm going to bring a candle Wednesday that I am going to use all through 2021 for that one purpose, is to continue to light or bring into the light my dream, my desire, my aspiration, my hope, my goal, my plan, whatever it is, your creative expression that you are going to come into in the new year in 2021. And so I'm going to use the same candle to remind myself of that intention so that I'm putting energy into that intention. So I highly recommend you come. It's going to be from 6:30 to 7:30. And I always tell my daughter and my son, make sure you set your intention before midnight, because it's very powerful. It's powerful to have it done and in mind before the new year dawns. And we'll explain more about that. Come on Wednesday and we'll talk about why that is important. So I'm going to talk about three things today. I'm going to talk about what is magic, welcoming magic, and celebrating magic. And I have often I've often steered clear of the word magic in our teaching, because it isn't magic. It is science. And so this talk really inspired me because I love the feeling of magic. I loved the holiday. I loved Christmas. Did you feel the Christmas magic this year? Even though it was different and it wasn't what we wanted necessarily, or it wasn't, spending time with the people that we wanted to spend time with, or doing the traditional things that we love doing, I still felt the magic. And I'll explain that as we go along today. Why did I feel the magic? I felt the magic because I intended to. Because I said I would. Because I set my mind to it. And because I did that, magic happened. So I'm going to tell you what I found out about magic as far as the definition. And this whole talk was so fun for me, because it kind of integrated or brought together this idea of magic with science of mind. And the definition of magic is the power of apparently influencing the course of events, okay, by using mysterious or supernatural forces. Now, I did not change this definition, which I generally do week to week. I want you to know that this was actually the definition. Influencing the course of events by using supernatural forces. We call that God. We call that spirit. We call that the power of the one that creates out of itself all creation. The other definition is having or apparently having supernatural powers. Having or apparently having supernatural powers. And we know we do. We know that the power of spirit is within us, that there is absolutely nothing outside of us. Wayne Dwyer said the same thing. You know, we are the power is within us. Everything out here in the world, whether it be prognosis or diagnosis or labeling. I noticed that one of the singers in the video had a t-shirt that said limited edition. And I thought, I would change that t-shirt. I would change that to unlimited edition. I'm going to get that t-shirt printed because there are no limits to the power that we have access to. So how can there possibly be a limit to our own personal power? There isn't. The only limit we have is our own limiting beliefs. And so this last definition of magic is to move, change, or create by or as. This is a very exciting idea that magic happens, and the magic is in the mystery. The magic is in the mystery, and the idea that we can't explain everything or that there is supernatural powers puts the awe in awesome. The magic is the awe. It's fun. It's exciting. And you know what's very interesting is when I manifest, when there's a demonstration, when something actually appears that I've created out of mind, oftentimes, do you do this? Where I don't realize, I don't connect that my intention has just made something wonderful. You know, it's not like, gestation or, where you have plenty of time. You have 9 months to think about what you're creating, and that's a miracle. That's magic. That came from supernatural powers. Creator creation created that in me that can create life. I mean, good Lord. Good Lord. But oftentimes I don't connect it like, oh, I made that. I did that. Do you ever do that? You pray for something that happens and you forget to say thank you. You forget to acknowledge, you forget to sing God's praise and say, wow, that's amazing. We did that. God and I did that. I am the I am. So what is magic? So we do know life does not create randomly. We agree on that. It just, there's not a random creation. Do we say God has a plan? God has a plan for its creation. Okay. Your life is not predestined. You have a plan for your life. God has a plan for its life. You're in God's plan, but you have a plan for your life, and you have the freedom to plan for your life. So this idea of magic is as simple as saying magic is the enjoyment of your manifestation. Magic. We go to a magic show, don't we go, ooh, how did you do that? That was pretty incredible. That is a wonderful thing. Appreciating our ability to create. Look at Judy. Judy's here. She's an artist. Where does that come from? Could I do what Judy does? No, I cannot. I cannot. I did not come here. I did not come here with the intention to be an artist. I came here with an intention to be Sharon. I came here with the intention to be a musician or a minister or all of the things that Sharon is and more, because There are things that I have deep inside of me, a desire to do, a wish, a dream, a hope. That can happen too, as I intend it, as I put action towards it. Magic is appreciating the results of our labor. Magic is the gratitude that creates more abundance. Does that make sense? We know that does, because I've talked about that how many times? Gratitude is the root of abundance. So if you want more, what would you do? You would sing God's praise. You would give thanks. You would keep a gratitude journal. You would keep a conscious gratitude. And as you do that, everything in your life abundantly prospers. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your vocation, all of it, and your creative endeavors as well. So we are each, through our understanding and to the degree we cooperate with it, using the law of mind to create a magical, joyful, enchanting life. Now, I always put in there, when we are creating through law, we have to have it seasoned with love. It must be good for all. It does not happen otherwise. So this whole idea of welcoming magic, Emma Curtis Hopkins says, we don't have to make it happen. We have to make it welcome. Remember, who does the how part? We don't have to know how it's going to come about. Because what? Howie does that. That's what I call my God. Whenever I start thinking I got to push that boulder uphill, I'm like, let's let Howie do that. If I have to think about how I'm going to come, how it's all going to unfold, where's the money going to come from? Where's the people going to come from? I was just talking to Reverend Sarah, and I was saying, we want in 2021 to bring more support for this ministry, more ministers, more practitioners, more people, more youth, more teachers. We would like to have enough of us to grow this community of love in Sacramento, in the capital of California. We can't expect the same people to tire of constant service, but rather it is up to all of us right here and right now to look around and to invite at the energy of other humans with talent, treasure, time to come and support this endeavor, because we're here to be together, to grow together, to be in the magic, to be in the awe of how we can live our bliss, of how our lives that we desire, right, unfold and show up. Oh my goodness. And how many times have we looked at that? I look at all of it. I look at Ruth and Cookie and I look at Carol Marr. I look at us and say, wow, things have changed since we've been together. We've been able to do things together that we cannot do alone. This is important work. And I know, and I'm not going to hold this. I'm going to leave this. This is what I'm leaving in 2020 is the 2020 fatigue. We're tired. We're tired of being afraid. We're tired of being isolated. We're tired of being sad. We're tired of missing. Aren't we? Raise your hand if you're feeling that. But we can't afford to create out of that fatigue, because what we create out of that fatigue is more fatigue. So can we together go into 2021 with a new idea? We're welcoming the magic. We welcome that we're preparing for. We are ever mindful that we get clear about what we want, what we desire. And I can tell you, we have a vision for this center, don't we? Don't we, Ruth? We have a vision for our new space. We have a vision. And just because we took a hit in 2020, and we took a big hit, doesn't mean that those dreams are gone. What we want to do, though, is breathe the magic back into them, the awe, the wonder, the joy, the hope. And so what does it mean to manifest? Because, we use these words, demonstration, manifestation. What do they mean? And we've talked about this a lot, and I know you know how to do this. I'm talking to experts here. I see all of your faces. I know you know. But sometimes don't we? Sometimes don't we entertain the human fear? The fear of, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm not enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not young enough. I'm not skinny enough. Those are just mine. I don't know I don't know what you're filling in there. But once in a while, I'll get into that thinking and I'll think, no, are you kidding? I'm amazing. So the word manifest means to display, exhibit, or appear. Okay. It means something comes forth. Something happens from our thinking. Thoughts are things. Okay. And it's a verb, a word of action and consequence. To manifest something is to bring it out in the world from our dreams, from our intentions, from our aspirations, from our desires, our hopes, our plans, our schemes. Self-manifestation is how we call into being our deepest desires and aspirations. You understand where we're going here? You might be feeling a little fatigued. Maybe your dreams are in a dust bunny under the couch. Get those dreams back out. Dust that dust off, guys. We're going to the new year. We're going to the mountain, Muhammad. Come with me. I'm more excited about this week than I've been all year long, to be honest. I am just beside myself with joy. So I'm going to give you some ideas really quick. The 8 sort of principles of manifestation. For one thing, number 1, believe in yourself, for heaven's sakes. Believe in yourself. Come on, guys. Dust off those dust bunnies. Visualize yourself believing in yourself. Like I'm looking at Cookie and I'm looking at Ruth. Cookie, tell Ruth, believe in yourself as she's coming down the hallway. Do you believe in yourself? Play that song. Do you believe in magic? How about that other one? Don't stop believing. Just believe in yourself. Do whatever it takes, guys. Number 2, create an action plan. Number three, take action. Do something. I'm going to get back on my bike. The fires. It was the fires, and it was the pandemic, and it was trying to ride a bike with a mask. Oh my God. Instead there's no bike riding for me. I'm going to bake gingerbread instead. Focus on the positive is number 4. Focus on the positive. Worry, fear, anxiety, doubt, or resistance in the form of limiting beliefs pollute and dilute your vibration. I feel like Joe Cocker there. Guys, worry, fear, anxiety, doubt, or resistance in the form of limiting beliefs pollute and dilute your vibration. Don't forget this. Negative self-talk is not going to help you. Number 5, visualize. Oh, Debbie's going to do a 2-hour workshop to make a vision board. You're going to start collecting right now, collecting pictures in magazines. Don't throw that magazine away until you've taken out pictures that you like, that resonate with you, that that catch your eye, or maybe some print or text. That text on that one page has a big power or love, or you see this loving couple, or these two swans, swans mate for life. This is not in my talk. I don't know where I'm going with that, but start collecting your images and your text, and come to Debbie's workshop. She's going to talk a little bit about that later. So number 7 is upgrade your beliefs. Upgrade your beliefs. I have this intention, but it's comfortable. How about having an intention that's not so comfortable? What about that? What about, oh yeah, I wanted to do that, but I think I'm too old. I can't get started on that. I was thinking I'm going to go get my PhD and I'm going to play the cello again. Become a conscious creator is the last one. Become a conscious creator. I know that as I was saying earlier, that Reverend Sarah, has been such a support to me this year. And I know she's going to be a big support to me in the coming year. We've been friends for a long time, and she's powerful. And she's, she and I have been talking, right, Sarah? And I was asking you about this idea of, intention and manifestation. What has happened to you, or what has shown up in your life? Looking at Carol Marr's chat, she's saying, what was number 6? Yeah, I had them I had them out of order. I'm very sorry. But I'll get back to you on that. I should never number anything when I'm giving a talk, because I go off, and then you're like, what? But 6 was 7 and 7 was 6. But Carol, nobody knows how to manifest more than you. So just go with it. But Sarah, what can you share with us on this? What is the magic you want to share with us?
Well, first of all, it's magical whenever a minister yields a microphone for even a minute, and dangerous, really dangerous. In fact, I was just looking on Facebook this morning at when Reverend Rafe Ellis up in the foothills was asked to do a brief prayer, and at a rally, and it was a 20-minute talk. So I thought that was pretty funny. It was a really good talk. It was supposed to be a brief prayer, but I promise I'll be brief. But you did make me think of some things that I have to say. One is that our good friends, and I'm sure many of you have heard of Reverend Melissa Felife, because we've had her music in the center in various times. Our colleague and her wife, Reverend Z. Egloff, they have something they call the Magic 5, just to take a page off you, where in addition to the 20 things you're grateful for, or however many things you're grateful for that day, you write 5 things you plan to be grateful for in the future. And they call them the Magic 5. And they say them to each other at the end of every day. What are our Magic 5? So some 5 things you plan to be grateful for, which is really just a way of saying affirmative prayer, but it is a beautiful framing that I use. And when I write down those Magic 5, they happen. So one of those Magic 5s that has come to pass for me, which I've never talked about publicly, is, and I guess that's why Spirit wanted me to do it today, and why Spirit, as Sharon did, is I had a very strong belief that I was never going to have a good relationship with my daughter. And I came by that honestly because I was in a long line of women who had bad relationships with their daughters. My mother had a terrible relationship with her mother, felt very distant from her, could not wait to get away from her. And then I had pretty much that same relationship with my mother, which I healed on my end in the sense of finding a way to be in loving relationship with her, but never in the sense of us having a mutuality of relationship that I had an idea of. And when I noticed that my relationship with my daughter, it wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't what my vision of a wonderful relationship of a daughter was, right? It wasn't close. I saw other mothers and daughters being close, and I didn't see that with us. And this was a while ago. This was like 10 years ago, when she was still not she was just leaving home for college. Or so it was 5 years ago. And I set an intention and I made a vision board. So, little plug for the vision board, where I got a beautiful picture of a mother and daughter together, and just looking really loving at each other. A couple, one where the person was more of a child, and one where both of them were adults, and you could just see that it was mother and daughter, and you could see the love, and you could see the connection. And I put that on my vision board, and I started saying it in my magic 5 every day. The 5, I am grateful for my amazing relationship with my daughter. And other than affirming it every day and just looking at that vision board, I actually didn't do anything else, which really emphasizes the magic inherent in vision boards, by the way. There's no secret that it snuck into your talk, the vision board, because that is such a key way of the magic of manifestation. And then I don't know how much time passed. I say a year, but it might have been a little over a year. I suddenly realized that our relationship was completely transformed, that my daughter was calling me and asking my opinion about things and wanting to know what I thought about important decisions in her life. This is not something a call my mother ever made to her mother, or that I ever could make. I did actually try to make some of those calls to my mother, but I learned early on that that wasn't how our relationship went. It wasn't safe for me to ask those questions. But it turns out that my daughter felt safe. And so it was the most amazing thing in the world, and it continues, so that our relationship is so close today. And I hesitate to say more, partly because Reverend Sharon needs her mic back, but also because it's also my daughter's story, and that's why I haven't talked about it publicly, is that I don't want to betray her confidences. And so I really only want to talk about me and the incredible transformation of my heart every time that phone rings and my daughter wants to know what I think about something. And it is a testament to this teaching and to the power of manifestation. And it is an absolute magical miracle in my life.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm so glad I asked. That was beautiful, Sarah. And so the last thing I want to talk about is celebrating the magic. And we talked about singing God's praise, and I love that idea of the gratitude. That's I'm going to do that for sure. And this whole idea of setting an intention. So I want to talk very briefly about my Christmas. Because I set an intention, as I said, I am going to feel the magic of Christmas. And I literally focused my attention on that intention. And what I brought into view, I'm a photographer, so I'm seeing through my lens right now. What I brought into view was the magic of Christmas. Was it easy? No. Was it simple? Yes. I kept a mantra. My mantra was, I am celebrating Christmas by unwrapping all the gifts of my many blessings. I am celebrating Christmas by unwrapping all the gifts of my many blessings. I am rich in spirit. God bless us, everyone. That was my mantra. So what happened was, I could feel some of the antithesis, if you will, of that experience. This is my first Christmas Eve alone in my whole life. Oh my God, this is awful. This was my first Christmas without my family, my extended family. Oh my. Oh gosh. This was my third Christmas without Chris. This was my first Christmas in a pandemic. I, I went to town, right? And every time one of those thoughts came in, I went back to my mantra. I am celebrating Christmas by unwrapping all the gifts of my many blessings. So what did I do? I unwrapped a blessing. So I think, what blessing should I acknowledge? Well, I have this beautiful home. I started decorating. I don't know if you can see my beautiful home. I decorated it. I got the gingerbread out. I did all of these fun things. And I said, I am going to enjoy Christmas. And I unwrapped that blessing. Well, then my son got COVID. Oh my God. Oh my God. This could be, oh, oh, oh my. My son got COVID. Oh no. My son isolated. His whole family had to move out and left him all alone at Christmas. But then every day, he got better and better. So I unwrapped the blessing of his recovery, of his miraculous recovery. And not only that, but I got to spend more time on the phone with my son than I have any Christmas in the past because he was bored stiff. And I got to talk to him and he got to talk to me. And I got an iPhone for Christmas and he has an iPhone. And we were FaceTiming, watching the football game together. It was lovely. Do you see where I'm going here? I was unwrapping my blessings. I literally had to force myself to move away from anything and everything that would cancel out my intention. Because remember, A plus B equals C, doesn't it? We have to be careful what did I say? That gratitude is the root of abundance, but we have to water those roots. We have to give those roots nutrients, nurturement. I don't think that's a word. Debbie, is that a word? And so I counted my blessings, my home. I live in a 55 and over, and people were dropping little gifts off at my door. And then I took my golf cart and delivered gingerbread to everybody who likes it. I found out some people don't like gingerbread. I was so offended this year. Anyway, that's another sermon closer to December. Another thing that was wonderful is that my daughter was here and we spent the most wonderful time together. We have a new government coming in 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 January, so we're apt to have a whole new experience in our country. My prayer partner, I was so grateful for my prayer partner who helped me every day that my son had COVID to eradicate, to 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 blow out, if it were a candle, right, to blow out the light of doubt and fear. And I told you all on Facebook that I was in the grocery store, right? And I came to the grocery store with cash. I was just expecting to get my groceries and I got in there and I thought, well, I'm here. I should probably see if Jessa needs anything at the store because she's been so busy and doing so many things. And so she gave me a long list and I got her stuff and my stuff and I brought it up to the counter and I didn't have enough money. I didn't even think about the money. I was just so busy doing my good deed, right? And then I realized, oh my, I was so embarrassed because there was so many people in the line and the people behind me, I was going to put that back, put that back. Oh, you can take that out. Oh, yeah. And they saw me doing that and said, no, we'll pay for her. Put everything in her basket. And I thought, people do that. Oh, pay for the latte. The guy behind me, pay for the latte. Not $48.79. Who does that? And then I'm like, can you give me a card or, it's kind of weird to say, can I have your address? They don't even know me, but can you tell me somehow where I can get a hold of you to give this back to you? Nope. Both of our mothers passed away this year. and we want to give to you. Apparently, I looked old enough to be their mother. They were old. Oh, good Lord. But anyway, that's another sermon as well for another time. So do you see where I'm going here, guys? This is not just wishful thinking. You have to work this. You have to turn the news off. You have to take action. You have to do something to support your dream. You have to do something to support your intention, and come on Wednesday and bring that candle and bring your dream, and let's make this thing happen. Okay, and in summary, I get so excited. I was so excited to talk about magic today, and I've been for the last, I don't know how long is that? I've been in this teaching since the early 90s, and we never mentioned magic, right? But today I was so happy to make room for it, to make room for this beautiful feeling. So we are not magicians using smoke and mirrors. We are metaphysicians using principles and laws, experiencing, yes, magical lives. Isn't this wonderful? The magical life is real, and it is for everyone who chooses it. Pause and notice the magical, mystical life we are now living. And oh my goodness, 2021, it's only going to get better. Has to. Has to get better. It is not happening to you, but through, for you, and in you. Through you, for you, and as you. Envision your boldest, highest idea for life and align with that in thought, word, and deed. Allow your imagination and delight in life to empower your thought, inspiration to guide your word, and faith to fulfill your deed. And I'm going to leave you with this. The Declaration of Principles written by Ernest Holmes. Which one did I pick? We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. Let us pray. Let us pray. And so if you want to make a prayer request, of course, you can go to our website, because the ecclesiastic team will pray for a week on your request. Also, you can stay for fellowship and go into a breakout room with a practitioner or minister and have a short 5-minute miracle, 5-minute magical miracle. And today we are going to bring in all who are not with us today. We're going to bring in our beloved Reverend Patricia and her beautiful sister Kathy, and our loving servant leader Doug Van Workum, and their daughter Emily. Knowing that we've been praying for a couple of years for Kathy and Jeff, and we have had a manifestation. Jeff has made his transition in a beautiful way. Kathy got to be with him. He died peacefully. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing that does not escape, and I know Margie and I are very clear on this, does not escape the moment to moment missing, the having to completely recreate our lives when we're partnering with somebody for a lifetime and they leave before us to make way for when we get there. So we hold all of these beautiful beings in our hearts today because our prayers are powerful. They feel them, and things happen because of them. Bodies heal and hearts heal, and the support is felt. And so we know that there's a power and a presence, and I call it love. I call it creativity. I call it powerful, abundant, joyful. This is the creator that has all resources available, that knows all our dreams, that knows all our aspirations, that knows our plans and our special gifts that we come here with, knows everything, and literally supports all of its creation to experience the vastness of those talents, to the direct relation to the ability of its creation to experience that. And so I know that life, that one life that is power and love and abundance, is my life. That I came from that life. That life is my life. That life is my purpose, my reason for being. It is who I am. And I know that for everyone. I know that for Kathy as she breathes in and out each day, recognizing her new life, that life of God and spirit is there. I want to say at her disposal, it's on her, on her easel and her palette, that all is possible, that joy is possible, that wholeness and healing is absolutely possible and probable. For Patricia, as she gets stronger every day, as she glides through the pool and moves her body, and as her bones mend, as her heart mends, as she supports her sister. I know this for Emily and Doug, and I know this for our president. I know this for our president, Donald Trump, as he closes the chapter of these 4 years and begins his new experience called life. I know this for our beautiful government that supports us to be free and independent and abundant. That we have a new president and new president-elect, a new vice president-elect. That their idea of expression of why they are here on purpose, living in and as spirit, affords us a new way of being. That all is well, that they have our support and have our intention and our hope, supporting them and manifesting in and as our new way of being. That our country and our forefathers realize their intention is literally still here, still strong. This is good. That each one of us has a prayer in our heart for our loved ones. My son Haven, who is recovering. My beautiful family. I know there's a prayer in your heart that has a name on it. Say it now. That there's a power and a presence that is beyond situation, circumstance, or condition. That there is no prognosis or diagnosis in God. That we see beyond the apparition and the appearance into the truth of who we are, the beaming beings of light. That we face this new year with joy and excitement and inspiration. That we leave in 2020 anything other than that. This is good. This is my dream. This is my prayer for 2021. This is my prayer for right here and right now. And for all of those prayers in your heart and on your lips, we give thanks that they are answered. So grateful. So grateful. And I release my word into the power of the law. We let Howie do God's work. And together we affirm this by saying, and so it is.
And so it is.
Name your price, a ticket to paradise. I can't stay here anymore, and I've looked high and low. I've been from shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I'd have found it, but there's no easy way around it. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Who knows why? Someday we all must die. We're all homeless boys and girls, and we are never heard. It's such a lonely, lonely, lonely world. People turn their heads and walk on by. Tell me, is it worth just another try? Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Let it shine, shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Tell me, are we alive, or just a dying planet? What are the chances? Ask the man in your heart for the answer. And when you feel afraid, love one another. When you've lost your way, love one another. When you're all alone, love one another. When you're far from home, love one another. When you're down
just breathing into that space. So breathe into that space with me, with all of us, as we are taking the great breath of God. Over the past weeks, we have had different people talk about what ways their lives have become more abundant. And right this second, I invite you to take a moment and think about, in what way has your life become more abundant? Knowing that abundance can be anything, right? Reverend Sharon talked about that powerfully today. With that in your heart, we are offering you an opportunity to give. And you know the routine. It's PayPal or credit card on our website, saccsl.org. You can send a personal check to our address. And we appreciate your abundant donations. Thank you so much. You have given so abundantly. We are so grateful. We do have one special opportunity to give that runs through the end of December, and we are, wait for it, we are halfway there already. Woohoo! Reverend Sharon is donating $800 if we can match it by December 31st to help fund our website design. Imagine us with a bright, shiny new website. This is going to be awesome. Say with me our abundance affirmation. Abiding by the law of circulation and in heartfelt gratitude, I affirm that I live in a creative and abundant universe that continuously flows in, through, and out as me, expressing as the ever-expanding, infinite good. And so it is. And now for our announcements. You've already heard a couple of them, so bring on Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m., bring your intention, maybe more than one, for 2021 and a candle to light. Bring your intention, bring a candle. I will see you Wednesday. We will all see you Wednesday at 6:30. A week from Monday, Jaime has his healing circle, and he is still playing with a couple of ideas. It might be Tai Chi. We will know for sure over the next week. He has so many ways to give. Thank you, Jaime. And we return to our Wisdom Wednesdays in January. So the second and fourth Wednesdays in January, we will continue learning about emotional freedom techniques. Now, Becca Pronchik combines tapping with meditation in her spiritual practice that has been transformative for many people for relaxation, healing, pain relief, well-being, you name it. So that would be in January. All of this and more is on our website, Meetup, and Facebook page. And remember that I am doing a vision board workshop. We haven't even had time to put a slide together. The end of January. So start assembling those pictures, those ideas. Come to the intention setting on Wednesday so that you have your intention in front of you. And we'll be doing vision boards the last Saturday in January, which I believe is January 30th. We'll let you know what time. We're working the time out, and I look forward to it. Please know that if you don't have magazines, you can actually print things off of websites. So there are many ways you can draw things. There are many ways to engage your creativity for vision boarding. And now for our closing song.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends.
for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Every day.
Yes. And if you remain muted as we say our affirmation together, I am making magic every time I align with the power, presence, and authority of divine truth in me. And now in closing this wonderful service with a gratitude of thank you to the spirit within us that we take and share in our world and beyond. For we are safe, loved, and appreciated. And we go on and bless each other and love each other. And so it is. Stay for fellowship.